Good afternoon, boys and girls. We are back with Gordon Corman's The Hypnotist. Notice I'm using my little paper here for a bookmark, and I am not folding down the edges. I'm making sure to take care of our library book. We are on chapter 18. Just as a setback, do you remember he was in the classroom and he was seeing him hypnotize somebody, but he didn't know how he was seeing that? We were trying to figure it out. It was the video, the one that had hypnotized Ray during filming. Do you remember that, guys? So the video that he had, that Dr. at Sienta, they recorded, Dr. Mako recorded Jax making that video of hypnotizing, just hypnotizing the video, like not talking to any one person. And then Ray got hypnotized, remember, and he, every time they heard a siren, he like saluted. Someone somewhere was watching that recording and getting bent, and the blowback was coming to Jax miles away. I was right. If an accomplished mind blower like Ray can be mesmerized through a viewfinder, the same thing could happen to anyone watching that clip. It was a major discovery. He had to tell Dr. Mako. Mr. Opus, the teacher's sarcastic voice penetrated Jax's swirling thoughts. Are you having a seizure, or do you need to go to the bathroom? Dude, you're bouncing like a ping pong ball, Tommy hissed. I gotta go. He was up and out of the lab like a shot. The pip was still dead center in his field of vision, so it was a miracle he made it to the bathroom without falling flat on his face and running full tilt into a wall. He locked himself into a stall and waited, hyperventilating, for the vision to be clear. It did eventually, but that did nothing to restore his calm. Trembling, he fumbled for his cell phone and dialed Sienta. It's Jackson Opus, he gasped. I need to talk to Dr. Mako right away. Dr. Mako's in a closed session, the receptionist informed him. Oh, for sure, I know that, Jax exclaimed. He's showing someone my video and he doesn't know the effect it's having. As usual, getting through to the director was like calling the Vatican and asking to speak to the Pope. Eventually, when Jax would not be denied, they bounced his call to Ms. Samuels. Jax, what's so urgent that it can't wait until this afternoon? Breathlessly, Jax panted out what had just happened to him and his theory as to why. Don't you see? It should be impossible for me to have that same vision unless I've bent somebody. But I haven't. It must be coming from the video. Ms. Samuels was her usual unflappable self. I'll try to get your message to Dr. Mako, but I can't guarantee anything. He's absolutely booked solid, and he has asked not to be interrupted. Yeah, because he's showing people my recording, and it's hypnotizing them. Calm down, she soothed. I'll see you in a few hours. There's nothing we can do now. The rest of the day was a blur. Who could concentrate on Robert Frost or the Stamp Act when there was something going on that even Elias Mako didn't understand? The director had said it outright. No one has ever been able to hypnotize remotely, yet that's exactly what was taking place. By the time Miss Samuels greeted Jax at Sienta for after school, Dr. Mako was out of the office at an important meeting. More important than this? Jax demanded. I gave him your message and he's looking into it, she told him. He doesn't want you jumping to any conclusions. Jax thought his head was going to explode. What other conclusion could there possibly be? The supermodel features relaxed into a sympathetic smile. Dr. Mako's on it. That's all we can ask for. School had been hard enough, but to sit through history of hypnotism when hypnotic history was being made right inside of his head was pure torture. Who cared about the first draft of The Lord of the Rings, in which Gandalf was a mindbender, not a wizard? Who cared about the Gestapo interrogators who used mesmerism during World War II? The most important piece of news was breaking now, if Dr. Mako would bother to listen to him. Of course, no one's fans of the Nazis, Miss Samuels was saying, but those officers with hypnotic powers could avoid the use of less humane methods like torture. It's happening! Jax exclaimed suddenly as the vision reappeared. As before, it was an extreme close-up of his eyes framed by a scream. Louder. It's happening! Miss Samuels tried to stare him into silence, but he was not to be denied. I need Dr. Mako right now! A foot kicked his chair from behind him. Can't it? Can it, Dopus? Came Wilson's voice. Nobody cares what you need. The vision was solidifying before his eyes. Half blinding him, he rose unsteadily. Sit down, Jax, Miss Samuel said gently. I'm going to find him. He stumbled out of the seminar and began fleeing doors opened up and down the hall. In one lab, Kira wheeled around in her chair, breaking her link with Mr. Kennedy. You can't barge in here like that. Where's Dr. Mako? Jax insisted. Out! Jax was head of her lab 1 when a flying tackle cut the legs out from under him. Wilson picked him up by the scruff of a collar. Got him! Bring him to my office, Miss Samuels called back. Jax struggled to break the iron grip. Let go! Please, Wilson sneered. Put up a fight. This is turning into a really great day. He sounded so genuinely thrilled that Jax came back to himself. Nothing would have pleased the bully more than a ready-made excuse to mash Jax to a pulp. By the time Jax took the seat opposite of Miss Samuel's desk, the pip had disappeared. Thank you, Wilson, she said. Give my apologies to the group. I'll return to the seminar in a few minutes. I'm not making this up, Jax told her once Wilson was gone. I believe you, she acknowledged. Yet you're going to have to keep it to yourself until Dr. Mako has time to discuss it with you. Where is Dr. Mako? Jax demanded. I can't deal with this on my own. The assistant director hesitated a moment. This is just between you and me. Agreed? Dr. Mako is helping Senator Douglas with his campaign. If he wins the New York primary, the nomination will be his. It's really exciting. I thought Dr. Mako was interested in hypnotism, not politics. He's interested in both, she soothed. To have one of our supporters holding high office would be fantastic to boost the good work we do around here. And Jax had to agree. The question remained, how long would it be before he could get to the bottom of what was happening to him? So now we know Dr. Mako's working in politics. We know that Jax can remotely hypnotize someone through a camera. Do some higher level thinking, guys. What do you think is taking place behind the scenes at Sienta? All right, bye.